Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. And if you like the video today, please come in and share. We'll surely appreciate here on 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my producer this morning who's making it happen for me, the very talented Mr. Jeremiah Long. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. Video, NFL legend, Oakland Raiders, Ohio State University, Mr. Jack Tatum. I'm going to take you back in some time, back in the mid-'70s, when football was played at a level that it was very physical. And I had a high school coach who was my basketball coach at Southside High School in Memphis, Tennessee, Mr. William Calum, who's went to glory the last couple of years ago. He said something to me in gym class that was very proud to effect. And he said this: to play the game of football, you got to be able to play through injuries. And you got to be another type of special human being. A lot of people have not been able to play football at a high level, from college to the National Football League. And when you make it to the National Football League, that's the best of the best. But it's a lot of people who cannot do that, who don't have the abilities, but most of all, don't have the heart, the determination, and have something in you that's called brutally serious and mean. See, I want to be a professional football player. That's right here on 100 Yards Football, Vincent Turner. I want to play in the National Football League. But I learned a long time ago that in order to play at this level, it wasn't so much about your athletic ability. It was about what you had inside your heart. Could you be that guy? When you touch that football field, I don't have no respect and no love for nobody. And this gentleman right here was the best that done it. To me, pound for pound, the toughest safety that ever played the game, Jack Tatum. What I remember about Mr. Tatum, I came across him when I was 8 years old. And I was sitting up watching the Ohio State-Michigan game. And I kept looking at this guy, number 32 for Ohio State, and I'm 8 years old, and he kept making play after play. But what I was really taken back was the ability how he tackled. He would hit you, and it was like the running back was stopped. It was a different sound coming through that TV. It was a sound that if you was playing wide receiver on the other team and you heard that sound, you'd be scared. And when you look at Jack Tatum, he played on the national championship team, the 1968 Ohio State Buckeyes, played with a lot of great players, Rex Kern, Jim Otis, Jim Steelwagon, John Brockington. Then he went on to the National Football League and played for the most serious owner at the time, Al Davis, and all those characters that was with the Raiders at that time, Willie Brown, Skip Thomas, George Atkinson, Marty Johnson, Ted Hendricks, Art Shell, Henry Lawrence. As I said one more time, that was a very serious football team. And you know, when you came and played the Raiders during the 70s, if I was a player, I know they had to be saying, oh my God, we got to go to work today. And them receivers were a little scared too, because make no mistake, when they lined up on outside and they was looking across the field, they saw that gentleman, Mr. Jack Tatum. And don't get it wrong. We know that he was an intimidator. When I look at Jack Tatum's skill set, I'm going to say this: pound for pound, there's been no toughest football player that's played the safety position, A+. As I just mentioned, he made receivers hear footsteps. He made you scared. A+. Feared as any safety that's played this game. A+. Instincts as a pet bull. A+. And the tackling ability as a safety. A+. Confidence. A+. Attitude to be a football player. A+. Explosiveness as a safety. A+. Recognition. Sitting there back on that back seven, as we called it back in the day. A+. Closing quickness as a safety. A+. The balance and the strength to play that position 10 or 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, A+. And make no mistake, Jack Tatum was one of the most fierce competitors that ever played this game at a high level. When you think about Jack Tatum, and I could go all day long talking about him being that type of football player. The one thing, I'm going to read his career stats that he put up when he played in the National Football League. As a safety, he had 37 interceptions, 10 fumble recoveries, and 1 defensive touchdown. I really didn't think he had those type of stats and those type of many interceptions. But to me, that's very impressive based on an ability of his hitting ability. But the one thing about Jack Tatum that I'm going to take to my grave, he was a safety. And there's been some great safeties that's played this game. Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Steve Atwater, Kenny Easley. But the one thing that separated Jack Tatum from all those gentlemen, he was a guy like a tractor trailer. You know how a tractor trailer be going down the street and that tractor trailer runs over a squirrel and you hear that squirrel and that trailer keeps going? That's what that man right there was. He was a tractor trailer at the safety position in the 70s. And all I have to say as I end the video today, go back to January the 9th, 1977, and the hit he had on the man out of Grambling State University, Mr. Sammy White. Still to this day, I can't understand how Sammy White held on to that football. I still can't understand that to this day. I know it's a lot of people are going to be still upset with Jack Tatum on the hit he had on Darryl Stingley in 1978 in the preseason game against the New England Patriots. But I understand what a lot of fans are saying, that was a dirty hit and it was wrong in what he done. But I'm going to tell you this. We all know to play in the National Football League. I'm not saying college. I'm saying the National Football League. You got to be a different type of animal. It's about protecting your family. It's about taking your game to another level. But most of all, it's about survival. Remember what I'm saying today in 100 Yards of Football. It's about survival. And you don't have no friends if you're going to play this game at a high level. If you're going to be a safety in the mold of Jack Tatum. I'm 64 years old. My name is Vincent Turner. I'm from the 901, Memphis, Tennessee. And over the last few months, 100 Yards of Football has been at another level. Based on the talent ability of Mr. Jeremiah Long, Logan Landers, Mr. Mar Denham, our new addition, Mr. Harper LaBelle, Atlanta Falcons great, Mr. Jay McGlovin out of Houston, Texas, and Mr. William Yanish out of Denver, Colorado. Jack Tatum is the guy that if you want to play safety at this level, that's what you should mold your game after, because he was the best that ever done it. The best that ever done it. And the reason he was the best that ever done it, he had you scared out there on the field. That's what football is about. Can you overpower the other man? Can you take his heart? Can you take his heart? Jack Tatum did that. The Ohio State Buckeyes, Raider Nation. It's football time in the state of Georgia. Let's get it fired up, baby. Jack Tatum. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I've been your host, Vincent Turner, here on 100 Yards of Football. Special thanks to my very talented producer, and wish him a happy birthday. This Wednesday, my man, Mr. Jeremiah Long. Y'all be blessed here on 100 Yards of Football.